Hey everybody, welcome back to the Castle. We last were talking to all of our friends when
I see you came.
It is a miracle.
the game aired,
Since meeting
so
you,
now we're
I've been
finishing.
taken prisoner. Shot. I expected I would lose.
That's,
Is this your subtle way of...
no, that's not what I meant.
I'm glad you will not forbid.
Well,
I have successfully avoided situations like that. If I have to choose between a gilded cage,
what should...
I would like to stay here for a while. Do you think Catherine would be my guide? It was good.
Okay, so we've talked to everybody. Let's go ahead and hand the weapon off. We sharpened his sword for him. To over-encumbered to sprint. Okay, let's see.
Henry, have you sharpened my sword?
Here I am, sir.
Ah, good work, Henry. You're a blacksmith through and through.
Thanks, sir.
So now, to the reason I wanted to talk to you. As you no doubt know, there's a big change in store for Hans. He's getting married.
He has to get married.
Has to, wants to, it doesn't matter. He's going to. As you can see, he's none too pleased.
Yeah, he'll get used to it in time.
Thanks a lot.
That's just what I've been telling him. It's clear that if it were up to him, he'd keep putting off the wedding in the hope I'd change my mind. But I won't. I've given my word to Lord Botsek of Kunstad, and I don't break my word. So your job, Henry, when the time comes, is to make sure the wedding actually takes place.
Nice.
And
This
if
is
our
going to be a
young lord
Casey
refuses,
Kingdom Come Delivery
you
3.
have my permission to drag him kicking and screaming to the altar if need be. After all, who else should take care of him other than the young lord's squire, eh?
Well, if he doesn't want to get married, you can't force him to, can you?
What I can and can't do is none of your business, Henry. Is that clear?
Of course.
Excellent. Agreed.
And when is it supposed...
You'll find out in good time. In the meantime,
I thought we were going back to Ratai.
we'd just be losing time. I'll give you coin so you can find decent quarters and have enough to live on. Radzig also agrees you'll stay with Capon as his right-hand man.
All right.
Somewhere in the fields outside the village. He took his unit to rout the last of the Pragas. They should be back around now, I reckon. You could go to meet him. He'll definitely be pleased to see you. He'll want to hear how you fared today. And he won't be disappointed if you ask me. Go with God, then. And don't forget what we said.
Safe journey, Hannah. And send my regards to Bernard.
Thank you for... And don't worry about the wedding.
Oh,
What did Hannah...
various things.
Oh, come on. You know you've always been able to rely on your secret safe with...
Secret? I'd say it's already the talk of the town in Ratai. Hanush told me he has no intention of handing over what's mine. Not until I get married, at least.
Wasn't he supposed to hand it over when you reached maturity? No strings attached?
Yes, he was. And I'm not happy. But what can I do? Have him dragged before the king's court? Either I fulfill his condition, or I force him to drop it. Oh, I have to think this through.
What are we going to do?
What can we do? You heard what Hanush said. He promised Bocek he'd marry me to his niece. I'm not sure what to do. After what happened. I mean, me and you. I suppose we'll just have to wait and... I'm still young. Also, she's bound to be ugly. She'd have been married off ages ago otherwise. Damn it! Aye.
Yeah, maybe she'll be pretty as well.
No chance. I'm not that... I've been thinking, though.
He's not that
If I
lucky.
get married and have a son,
After me.
Heinrich.
In German.
Ah, you see, it's in fashion at court these days. And what have you got to complain about? You should be pleased. Or would you...
No, I'm pleased. Honestly. I hope he turns out to be a great man.
Of course he will. He'll take after me.
I found...
Brabant, I thought he...
I suppose he...
And?
He caught Sam.
Oh, I hope...
He begged.
I hope Adder...
What are your...
I'm in no hurry for the... We need to stay in this region. Or we'll... And when the time comes and Hanush summons me for the courtship...
Do you think he'll fall for it?
I'm sure he will the first time.
You could do something that makes Yitka not want...
Good idea.
I'll have to be...
I will.
Okay, so what do we have to do now? Meet up with Radzik. Can't do that right now. Where is my horse? There you are. You can't mount when you're overloaded. Okay, so let's become unoverloaded. Let's drop this. Oh, yeah, 2 of them. Oh wow, I'm really heavy. Drop that. I was unequipped with from everything. Why? Okay. Sorry guys, had to clear some inventory space. Had all that armor that I came riding in with. Pulls the axe out of the skull. I like that overcoat.
The story is ended. So, are you happy now?
It's his pa.
I'm happy.
But at what price?
War is a dirty business.
No one had the power to change that.
I didn't understand that before. But I do now.
I know that feeling. I tried to tell you about it. But I reckon there are some things you've got to figure out for yourself.
For instance, revenge.
Should I have sat back and done nothing? After everything that happened?
Whatever you did, it was your decision.
It's right that you dealt with Istvan Toth. To hell with the sword, but that bastard had it coming. But I'm a little afraid that revenge might have become the only thing you care about. Brabant and Owlet deserve to be punished, but...
He chose his path. We can't reproach him for that.
But sometimes it's better not to play by their rules. Better not to be like them. And turn the other cheek.
The other cheek? I must have sworn 1,000 times never to turn a blind eye to evil, let alone run from it. And that's what guided my actions.
You behaved as your conscience dictated.
You chose a different path than I'd like. But I'm not the one to judge you. I hoped you wouldn't make the same mistakes as me. But I suppose it's the times you live in.
In war, there are times when you
So
only
they're
have
guilting
bad
him?
choices and worse ones.
And still
Come
you
on.
managed to stay clean, Henry. You spared the innocent, even though it would have been easier to sacrifice them.
Malashov, Semyon, innocent people shouldn't have to die. I'm glad I found the courage to defy orders.
But that doesn't matter. Because you behaved like a
Of course.
bandit. Robbing and stealing. And even worse. Murder. You murdered so many ordinary... You wear the mark of a criminal. Like an animal.
Oh yeah,
No
they see my
wonder
brain.
the way you
That was from like the
behave.
first one or two
Henry.
games that I didn't mean to do. Penalizing me for being branded. For mistakes I made early on that I didn't know what I was doing. First time playing this kind of game? Come on.
No, don't leave.
You trampled everything I taught you underfoot. You've turned into the very thing you wanted to take vengeance against. You're just like Istvan. Farewell.
What crappy parents. I disagree, Henry. You did a good job. For whatever it's worth.
So, this time it seems it really is the end.
Father.
You did it. You got them. Toth, Van Owlitz. Even that damned scavenging ginger fox is gone. Your mother and Martin would surely be proud of you.
Perhaps. In a way.
Of course they would. You avenged them. You prevented a war. You saved a lot of people, and after all that, you're still in one piece.
There you go. This is the dude right
Not a
here.
bad performance for an ordinary bastard.
This is the dude right here.
You even succeeded in getting that adventurous sword of ours back.
Your sword.
I knew he was going to give it to him. I'm done with it.
It all started with this. Martin truly was a brilliant blacksmith. It sings so nicely. But it's not singing for me. It's yours, son.
Wield it again.
What happens now?
Now we'll get on with life. Do you remember what I told you? That there are some things in the world worth living for. Blue skies, warm sunshine, green grass underneath your feet, beautiful girls,
Good wine, good people, and a fine steed underneath your backside, yeah.
That's right.
Enjoy it while you can. I can assure you nothing lasts forever.
Nope.
And if you're
Nothing
missing
can
that
stay.
excitement now, which I'm sure you are, you can be certain that it'll find us again itself one day. I believe there are interesting times still ahead of us. By the way, that buxom lass that you were with?
What, Catherine? Oh, come on. She's old enough to be my mother.
So what? I think you could do with a bit of mothering. Besides, a well-built lass like that, she'll see you through the hardest of times.
There we go. The end. Awesome. Well, guys, thank you for joining us in the channel for the playthrough of Kingdom Come to Deliverance. We thank you so much for your subscriptions and views and comments. And as always, we hope you have a great one.